It's another beautiful edition of your number one newspaper review program by Standards at Newsstands on Flip TV. And we are here again to review what we have on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. All right, before we move, we need to say good morning to you, viewers across the globe. I mean, our esteemed viewers across the globe, watching us from America, from UK, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, Japan, China, other countries all over the world. You say you're welcome to Bystanders, and we really appreciate you for always joining us on this program. All right, today's edition of this program, I have Daily Trust newspaper, very important one on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper, talking about the major headline. What is it saying? Families cry out as food prices hit rooftop. Families cry out as food prices hit rooftop. Bags of rice, maize, beans, sugar, gari on weekly increase. Bags of rice, maize, beans, sugar, gari on weekly increase. Of course, this is what we've always been saying on this platform that the prices of essential commodities right now in Nigeria is outrageous, and we have it on the front page of the Daily Sun newspaper. Sorry, the Daily Trust newspaper, saying that bags of rice, maize, beans, sugar, gari on weekly increase. Now, moving on to other stories on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. Inflation eroding capital base. Inflation eroding capital base, say traders. Experts seek suspension of tariffs. Others, Kogi, Lagos, Bayelsa pay more. Inflation hits 24.08%. To the next one after Tinubu CBN governors meeting, dollar crashes to 790 at parallel market after the president, Tinubu, CBN governors meeting, dollar crashes to 790 naira at parallel market. Terrorists claim responsibility for helicopter crash. NAF investigates. Terrorists claim responsibility for helicopter crash, says NAF. This is been coming unserious of the Nigerian Air Force. Very unserious. We expect you to be proactive and to deliver your work or jobs diligently the way it should. All right, President rules out plans to restore petrol subsidy hike price. President rules out plans to restore petrol subsidy hike price. Now to the next one, which is the Nation newspaper. Very important one on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Survivor wage soon for Nigerians, Speaker assures. Survivor wage soon for Nigerians, Speaker assures. Tinubu inherited terrible economic crisis, says Oshomole. This is what uh, some Nigerians said when Buhari also mounted the seats. Tinubu inherited terrible economic crisis, says Oshomole. We should all know that there's no president that will mount that seat that will not experience economic crisis. And what we expect the president to do is to find lasting solution to the raging crisis. To the lead story here, talking about the major headline, petrol price won't go up, subsidy removal stays. Petrol price won't go up, subsidy removal stays. That's what the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is saying on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Petrol price won't go up, subsidy removal stays. We will end inefficiency. President, labor strike threat premature. The president is saying that labor strike threat is premature. All right, we have our reviewers right here at the newsstand. Of course, this is another location, but we are still in Ogba. Uh, Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
I know the viewers will be looking at it like, what's happening? It's quite different from the normal location, we've been doing the program or running the program.
Yes, change is what is constant in life.
Constant in life,
so it's
constant in
allowed.
life. And of course, I remember when Bystander started back then. I used to go to different locations, not just in Ogba here,
Exactly.
Ojota, Festa Town, Ikitsu, Ikorodu.
Absolutely, yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
All right, moving on to Asari Dokubo's crisis right now in the country. He has been banned from entering Asari. I thought Asari Dokubo was President Tinubu's, pal, but coming out with these developments and seeing it right, in the news space, uh, it seems it's otherwise. The reverse is now the case. How do you feel about it?
Well, for me, I think that decision was just a cosmetic decision. It was just what I would call damage control. He's the same guy that came to the Astro Rock and began to malign the, the military of our nation right at the seat of power. He did that right at the seat of power, and he, there was no caution even from the federal government as at that time. Nobody is saying some of the things he said was wrong in terms of how he alleged that the military are part of the people siphoning petroleum products
in the
the
southeast
south
region.
yes, south region. So some of the things he said he was correct, but at the same time, doing that at the seat of power is an indictment even on federal government itself. So that's coming up now that said to say it should have been banned from Aso Rock and all of that. For me, it's just a damage control decision. Just to, maybe they later realized that they are shooting themselves in the foot. So they felt they should put some precautionary measures in place.
And I think that was a disgrace to the Nigerian military at that point in time.
It was. It was not just a disgrace to the military. Don't forget, the president is the commander in chief of armed forces. That is the head of the military. So that indictment was actually against the federal government of Nigeria.
Federal government of Nigeria, but he was actually saying the truth.
Yes, he was. He's in the field.
Even if it was a disgrace to the military.
He's in the field. He knows who is doing what. They see themselves, on the sea. So they all understand the game. So that is why he can come out boldly to say, and he has nobody. Fine, the military denied that such a thing ever happened and all of that, but I believe he knows what he's talking about.
Now, moving into the statements he also altered after the visit of the president. Not even, he has made series of statements that triggered reactions in the society. I think he made one last week or 2 weeks ago where he said, I saw a video where he talked about deploying his own men to Niger to fight for Nigeria, and he said he would defeat, the Nigerian military. How do you feel about such statements? We are looking for a way to restore peace in that nation. You have someone coming out boldly, boasting of his own men to solve the crisis in there.
It is unfortunate that we are having that as a nation. It's unfortunate that a warlord, because I wouldn't want to say he's a former warlord, a warlord who is still very active. As a matter of fact, federal government is now patronizing warlords to say, to secure our waterways from those that are siphoning our petroleum products. It is unfortunate that the assignment that is meant for our security agencies, we have the military, we have the Navy, we have the Air Force. Those are the people that should be saddled with that responsibility. But it is unfortunate that we now give such responsibility to warlords. It's a direct signal that the nation is not moving in the right direction. It's a direct signal to tell the world that it pays to to pick up arms against governments, because these are rewards for what they have done in the past. So when you are sending such signals to the world, people will naturally believe that that's the way to go, and I will not be surprised that more warlords may spring up in future, because they have seen the reward given to the previous ones. And that is the danger when you allow impunity to go on in your country. That is the danger when you allow lawlessness to prevail as a nation. And I think it's unfortunate.
Now, what do you think will be running, in the minds of Asari Dokubo? It's something he never expected. Well, I told someone sometimes that Tinubu, you can't, is a man that you cannot predict. Forget about the fact that Asari Dokubo went there to visit him, pay homage and all of that. Tinubu could come out with any action, just like he did to El-Rufai. Don't you? I don't know if you've seen what is going on the news in the news now. And El-Rufai is saying that Tinubu stopped him, at the back. No, so what do you think will be running through the minds of Asari Dokubo?
For me, nothing is running through his mind. As I said, it's just a damage control decision. I don't see much changing. You are apart from coming to Aso Rock. He doesn't really have business coming to Aso Rock.
It's not his father's house.
He's not exactly. He's not living in Aso Rock. So buying him from coming to Aso Rock is just. I don't think he does not anything to him. He still controls his empire as a warlord, and that hasn't been taken away from him. So what has changed? Nothing.
And that doesn't mean you cannot still speak with
exactly. So, I mean, it's just a.
Okay, now let's move down to what we have on the front page of Daily Trust. Super families cry out as food prices hit rooftop. We've always been saying it. It is not today that we've been experiencing it. Even in the former president, Muhammadu Buhari's administration, there was inflation, not just in this regime. But a way to avert this, a way to stop this from going up the more is what I think the present administration should look into. Bags of rice, maize, beans, sugar, gari on weekly basis are going on. Michael, you're looking fresh. You're looking fresh day by day. I don't think you are affected with what is going on.
The grace of God, I must say. That's the grace of God.
The grace of God.
Yes.
Am I affected?
Not at all. I believe it's the grace of God for you as well.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, the president has said that subsidy removal, that the fuel, that there won't be fuel hike anymore. That's it's for us. It's not against the masses. The most important thing and the responsibility is saddled with is to make sure the masses are okay, So how do you feel about his statement? Because yesterday there was a news, not even yesterday, it happened last week, because I had an interview with one of the CDHR members, civil society organization members, where I talked about a proposed hike, in fuel pump price. And yesterday the news went round that there will be a hike in fuel pump price. Now, looking at it holistically, what do you think the president should do in order not to allow such news to come out again? Because Nigerians were disturbed yesterday, seriously, and you could see the reactions, on the faces of everyone.
People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So telling Nigerians from time to time that you care about them and all of that can't go far. It's not about all these assurances that we've had from Mr. President. It is what an average Nigerian is feeling. That is what is important, not assurances. Your assurances are good, but people can't feel it.
They don't have the impact.
People are having a contrary feeling from your assurances, and that is why they get confused. You tell them you care about them, yet everything keep going up. Food, transportation, name it. So it's not about assurances; it's about them feeling relieved from all these unnecessary pressures that we are going through. And I think that is what the president should focus on. As a matter of fact, he should talk less and do more. Yes.
But
Talk less and do more.
Same Nigerians will still come out that the president is not saying anything.
What you are saying will make no meaning to people when they are feeling the contrary. That is my point.
The action is.
If I'm seeing things happening, you don't need to tell me anything. I'm feeling it. The transportation from here to Bega, if it gets to 15 naira today, as against the 200 naira we are having it, won't I feel it? Won't I know? Will I need the president to tell me that? No. That's my point. That you don't need to talk about some of these things. Just let Nigerians feel the impact of good governance. That's all.
Good governance. And lastly, before you go, what's your take on tribunals' rulings on the ongoing case? Tinubu, Obi, Atiku. Before you go.
Yeah, I'm not aware that a date have been set for ruling. The last time they had their written addresses in the court, what the decision of the court was that the day for ruling will be communicated to the parties involved. So, I mean, fingers crossed for all Nigerians to see what comes out of that tribunal. Fingers crossed. I want to.
And do you expect any? Do you have any prediction?
You don't predict judgments.
As a Nigerian, I know you urged your candidates, during that time.
I mean, making comments about what is already in the court is prejudicial, and I don't want to be caught in the web of prejudice. So, except they declare what is in the mind of the judges, except the judges declare what is in their minds, I don't have any prediction. Of course, I have what is on my mind in terms of what I want to, what I would have loved to happen. But the truth is that I can't really speak for the judges.
But what if, at the end of the day, what the court announces is against your own wish? So how will you feel?
I'm not also a party in the case in terms of being the person that went to the court. So the person or the people affected knows what to do. Whether they want to appeal the judgment if it didn't favor them, or they want to leave it at that. So but I believe they know.
You're hopeful that your candidates would emerge victorious, right?
I'm not also aware that I've told you my candidate, Michael.
All right, thank you so much, Michael.
Many times.
I appreciate you for coming on board.
Thank you.
All right, Raphael, good morning to you. Ralphman. How are you doing, Raphael?
I'm fine, Michael. Good morning.
Good morning.
And a good morning, viewers. I thank all of you that are watching every day. You are welcome to Flip TV.
Why are you dressed like Asari Dokubo?
Mike, since I think 2022, I've been dressing like this.
Like Asari Dokubo?
Yes, no. Asari Dokubo started off recent dressing like Alpha. You know, he's a Muslim. Mojid is his name. Imagine. Started dressing like this. Immediately, Tinubu, took over from Buhari. We cited him on social media, paying visit or what I call homage to Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I was surprised that day because he more or less resembled all these celeb prophets or preachers. So I was thinking that maybe he went there to do some, let me say, prophetic declaration to him or to pray for Tinubu. So all of a sudden, he was running his mouth.
Cool.
He went there to say bad things against some people and good things against some people. And they even more or less, the reason why he went there was to get contract. Maybe they will give him pipeline, watch security.
Contract.
Yes, contract, yeah. Pipeline contract. So he went there. I was surprised. But all the while, I know that myself, Jamalia, Abi Jalamia, I always put it on.
Jalabia.
Yes, to show that I'm not a tribalistic person. This Jalamia you see, Yoruba wears it a lot. The Senegalese, the Igbos are coming in there now.
Look at
That kind of same dressing. Matthew, Pastor Matthew can even wear it one day. Likewise, you, Mike. We're all one Nigeria when it matters most. Do you understand? As I am Biafra by birth, if I put this, nobody will spank on me because I'm of the Jewish race. When we wear our own, we put white cap on the center.
Just like in Amdekanu.
Thank you. What does it connect? Rabbi, a teacher, Jewish teacher.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. Now, before I move to the main issue, let's quickly, acknowledge some of our viewers across the globe. We have Dutchman Pounds. Good morning, Nigeria. And we're saying good morning to you, Dutchman Pounds. Gladys Oyabo. Good morning to everyone.
Gladys is always there.
An esteemed viewer.
Gladys, since the woman, he has been with us for a very long time.
It's unfortunate that I don't know Gladys.
We don't know him.
I don't know her.
We don't know him, but he has been with us.
A female, Gladys.
A female,
Yeah,
for a
Gladys.
very long time. This Gladys.
All right, quickly.
Thank you, Gladys, for
On
you.
to the next one, Crown Bunch. I think this one should be Banji, maybe the Bunch.
Hey, but the bunch.
Crown the Bunch. All right. Good morning, Michael. And I'm saying good morning to you. Raphael is saying good morning to you.
Good
Abu
morning, Michael.
Africa Monsayo. Good morning from London. Watching us from London. And we're also saying good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Now, great start today. Great start to the day love from Canada. Now, we're saying great start to you as well over there, and we really appreciate you for joining us. Tony Marcos, good morning, fellow Nigerians, and we say good morning to you. We have several people saying good morning to us. Amechi, we're not forgetting you, we're not exempting. Andrew Ogunji, Michael Adekunle, and we are saying Andrew Ogunji. Good morning to you. Akim Adeshino.
Wow.
We say to you as well. Good morning to you. Liverpool, Ezenwata. Good morning, Michael.
Hey,
good morning to you.
Ezenwata, my man. I'm greeting you here. I know him. From UK.
Wow.
He's from UK. Ezenwata, I'm throwing salute to, I dey throw away salute back to you.
Akim Adesina, Bada, Finland. Wow, that's great. Good morning to you, Akim Adesina. Ajayi Olumide, good morning to you. Not forgetting Taiwo Odulade, good morning to you.
Taiwo Odulade, my man. Good morning to you.
He has not commented, but I know.
But I know say you will talk today. You know your talk. You always criticize me. Good morning to you, Akim Olasupo.
And I'm still going to say good morning to Isaac Anjorin. Isaac Anjorin, good morning to you. And I still do it as an old viewer. Good morning to you.
Especially Gladys. Oh my
Jacob
God.
Adedeji, all the way from the United States of America. I say good morning to you as well. Thank you so much.
We are greeting.
All right, Raphael.
Yeah, my brother.
Still talking about Asari Dokubo. Many people felt President Tinubu and Asari Dokubo has this intimate relationship.
Yes.
Look at the way Asari Dokubo walked majestically to Asari.
Yes, it's a good
and was running his mouth there talking about the military. No, he exposed the military activities in the Niger Delta region.
Yeah. It's good. You know one thing I like the majestical, kingly, royal walk or whatever the English language might call it, and that has indicated that Tinubu is having good rapport with the South. Because, during the time of this Buhari of a man, the only thing we say there is anything, I mean, Fila, Tiba, Lori, Etigbadoro, the one that Hausa gets, Hausa cap. Nothing from the South. But you see, Tinubu is rapporting with the South, Southwest, Southeast, Mid-Belt. Everybody, if you look at the appointments, let the truth be spoken. It's better because Tinubu has tokenly, put Yoruba, Igbo, Midbelt, Hausa, everybody's there. Nobody should.
Not a lopsided one.
Yeah, no. This man called Buhari, I wish he would be watching from a distance. Because up to 96 political ministerial appointments were given only to the Fulani people. People from that extraction of Fulani, they filled the whole government agencies in Nigeria, up to the port, Nigerian Port Authority, Minister of Finance. The man was very, very clueless. Buhari was, see, anytime like yesterday, we are going, somebody say, even the time of Buhari, I said, okay, shut up. I don't want to hear that Buhari regime is better than Tinubu regime. Because what Buhari committed in this country has never been committed anywhere in the world. The worst president award, Buhari won it. The worst president in the world for 8 good years, Buhari won it. A president without certificate, a president that did not get GCE, a president whose certificate, WAEC result attestation was fallible, falsified. He didn't come out with any document to indicate that man went to college, Cambridge in those days. Tinubu did not. Buhari did not. Let me tell you, Tinubu mingling with Asari Dokubo is a marriage between two Southerners. It's a union between two Southerners. Meaning that at least he is having edge. He's edging out over this, what do you call it, Buhari. Buhari was a man that doesn't have feeling. Let me use the word heartless. Buhari doesn't have feeling. Meaning he doesn't have the heart to appreciate, to disappreciate, to feel what? Snubbed, to feel what? Perturbed, to feel what? Remorse, to feel what? Pain.
Even to feel the pains of Nigerians.
I'm telling you, that man doesn't have any feeling for Nigerian man. See, to shout this morning, I don't get the strength. Do you know why? When people are pointing at Buhari, I say no. Let us watch Tinubu's subsidy removal. If we get to 1,005, now there the music. That is when the music will begin. I don't know what I'm saying. This time now, fuel prices just fluctuating. 500 and something, 80 in Borno.
No, in Borno, 650.
650, sorry.
Naira per liter in Borno State.
So everything now is heading to 700. Some are even turning deaf. They're selling 700 plus. 700 plus.
No control price.
No control price. Let me tell you, no fixed price. Our natural resources, endowment given to us by God, has no fixed price. Imagine. They are selling it as if an Oroko woman or Krafish woman sells her goods. So you understand? So that will tell you that they are yet not getting it right. But not to the tune of comparing Tinubu regime to Buhari. I tell you, I doubt it. It is not true. Tinubu, let us wait and see. But one thing I know, in Nigeria here, I don't believe on any promise. In advancement, no. What I believe is, do it now, let us see it.
Let's see it.
Let's see it. If we could be believing on voicing out, I will do this, I will do that. Do you know how many promises from Buhari? Buhari promised us that within 6 days, Boko Haram will be a thing of the past. Boko Haram will be a thing of the past. Today, Boko Haram is getting up to how many years?
That's
now?
within 6 months. So.
I'm telling you. Then Pachola of Tinubu of Buhari regime promised us that power, oh my God, power, NEPA,
will be stable.
Power supply will be stable. Failure to do so within 6 months, we should do what? Stone them.
I think Tinubu learned from Buhari. That's why he didn't say so time, so thing will end. It would end his insecurity at so months or so year.
You can see. So my brother, let me tell you, they are tossing out around as they like, and no matter how you do it, Nigerians must smile. Everywhere you see people dancing off their sorrow, you see people laughing off their sorrow, you see people trekking from Ojodu to Ikeja, Agege to Ochodo, Island to Oba, trekking. Nigerians, they are
I think we are very strong.
docile people. Very strong
Very
people.
strong people, because
Very.
I don't think this what we are facing presently can happen to other
I
nations.
have never. No, it can't happen. No.
I don't believe
No, it can't
Nigeria has faced what we've been facing, from the onset.
No.
From the since the inception of democracy.
The inception
Look at
of
look at the
democracy.
military takeover there.
Yes. Military just took over there because
We have been
of
faced
what?
with many challenges, Raphael.
For many years.
Many challenges.
For many years.
Insecurity, food
We say
crisis,
stand,
food
we
insecurity,
pray,
everything.
we call God, we allow Alpha, we allow Alaji,
Kidnapping,
we allow
this one.
kidnapping in the north. Christians
In the
distance
south,
themselves
east.
from the politics. These are one of the pains of issues bordering or prevailing in Nigeria.
Corruption,
Political politics.
our electoral system.
See, our
everything.
electoral system is jam-packed with
So we have
corruption,
So we have been faced with
anomalies,
things, yeah.
irregularities. But the question is that why is it that when Alaji, Alpha, Alaja, all of them, Mohammed, Ibrahim, that have been on the forefront of Nigerian political system, they have not been able to fix Nigeria, while they are able to fight for their religion, fight for Allah and Muhammad. Let me tell you, which is why I'm trying to implore all Nigerians to do what? Make sure that Christians, bishops, pastors, they should involve in politics. When they involve in politics, that is when you are going to have absolutely an outright electoral system.
And what has been the outcome of the ones that have got themselves involved in Nigerian politics?
Okay, let
the likes of Chris Okotie, the likes of Tunde Bakari,
Ochibanjo,
among others.
Ochibanjo,
What was the outcome, Raphael?
See, let me tell you, Ochibanjo was frightened out of the promises, all the plans.
Can you move closer to the
he
mic?
had, the whole promises he had, the whole manifestos Ochibanjo had. At least he had what do you call it? Plans, and he has agenda, as to say agenda before he get into politics. The whole promises to, let me tell you, Redeem Camp. There are Christians there. He addressed them.
Raphael, what has been the outcome? Have we gained from this?
Christians involved.
Yes.
Let me tell you, what I'm trying to say is that they frightened him out from his shoes of manifestos. All the promises, all the agenda he had in mind, he could not do it because of fear.
Is he supposed to bow to threat?
To threat, I wonder.
Is he supposed?
He is not a bold man. Let me tell you.
Vice President?
Yes, Tunde Bakare
Former
himself.
Vice President, sorry.
Osibanjo tried better than Tunde Bakare. Tunde Bakare paid Buhari when Buhari was under CPC. He failed woefully. Now, Chris Okotie came out, that man,
Party.
that guy can speak. Motivationally, he put everybody on suspense at National Stadium Surulere. He spoke and he spoke and he spoke. After speaking, Chris Okotie was what? He crashed. Are you listening to me? No vote was cast for the young man. But all these Alaji, Alpha, people that are doing evil, they are the one ruling Nigeria. That's why I'm inviting the whole Christians. Leave God alone. God did not tell you. Don't tell us that God will say. It's a lie.
God said
See,
you are the 16th president after Buhari, Abi, Tunde Bakari.
Tunde Bakari says he's the next person. He's the next person. He visited the Aso Rock. After visiting Aso Rock, he called me, he was smiling. His teeth chattered all over his lips. He was laughing. I said, this man is a liar. I'm saying it to Tunde Bakari is a lawyer. If he feels that the social media platforms are saying something wrong against him, he should sue us to court. Let's go and debate, because I know that he's on camera.
Right.
Tunde Bakare, after all the struggle, he could not get even one vote. Tunde Bakare bought APC presidential vote ticket, 100 million.
And that's why I said we once had
telling you
a vice president.
Yes.
Who happens to be a pastor. And where did it land us?
Thank you so
much. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mike, let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm advising Christians to come close to politics.
You are still advising Christians to come close?
They should partake. They should involve in politics. They should stop allowing Elijah, Muhammad, Ibrahim. They are there too. I believe that if Christians involve in politics, our electoral system will change. Politicians should start saying the truth. Christians distance themselves from politics, alleging that God says, get away from politics. Don't be a politician. See, God did not say so, Mike.
No.
Christians should involve themselves in politics.
Let me read what one of our viewers, has written here. Nigeria's problem is more than representing religion. Sorry, representing region. Those crying for positions are only looking out for their pockets.
Simple. Simple. Do you know that Ochibanjo turned his back on us? Even Ochibanjo.
This person talked about region, and now let's take it to religion.
Okay.
Nigeria's politics is above that. It's more than religion. It's not all about you being a Muslim.
Thank you so much. Can you listen to me? The spokesperson to Buhari,
because they are not saying that
he was almost a cleric.
Christians to come out. And
Yes. Have you forgotten Garba Chehu?
Jonathan is a Christian.
Garba Chehu.
Is Jonathan not a Christian?
Garba Chehu. Ango Abdullahi. Mohamed Bello, the CGN way failed examination in Brussels. We could not write a well in Brussels. He was oh my God, Christian. Mike, sorry. Mike, listen. Buhari based the previous administration on religion. Everywhere in Buhari administration were filled up by the Muslims. I'm telling you the truth. They are basing it on religion over there in the north. Because the north, their mentality is based on religion. After Allah, after Muhammad, nobody again. See, let me tell you, we should mix it up. Christians should involve
in politics, right?
They should involve in politics so that we get things right.
Thank you
Not
so
only
much,
Alpha and Alaji. Alaji won't get it right.
Thank you so much, Raphael. We really appreciate you. All right, Mr. Matthew, good morning to you. Mr. Matthew.
Sorry, I'm going somewhere.
All right, sorry, Mr. Matthew. Sorry about that.
I came around before.
Sorry about that. All right.
I came around before.
No problem. Let's continue the program. All right. Good morning to you, Kunle.
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank God for a new day. And thank God for life. We have God to glorify, not human, not politicians here. So we thank God. And good morning, the viewers, the good people watching us. You've been there for a while for us, and we appreciate it. And secondly, we've been touching hearts. We've been having an outreach. And thanks for the good coverage you had. And thanks for really saving us out with your street knowledge. Mike, you did a wonder job, against the tout when we went for outreach, just to feed the poorest of the poor. And thanks to the initiator of this, the mother of Israel, that joined us as a partner. That day, we really give thanks to him. And God will bless everybody that partake in this journey. Both what's it called?
Who? David,
you did a wonderful job, right? You did a wonderful job. God bless you all. And our Larry King of this platform, we give you kudos.
Thank you so much.
You did a very good job.
Even if I don't know some of your partners, I don't know them.
It's just only one person that subscribed. So we're still looking for more partners. Okay. Anything that God puts in your hand to donate for all these less privileged people, they don't have sight. They can't see. And when we are here, we're talking, we are privileged to be alive, we are privileged to be, really okay, with our body. And we're still not thanking God, we are complaining here. That's why I say, enough of complaining. Let's look at solution. Let's look at how we can embark on the responsibility that the government in power failed to do, so that we can use that to shame them up, that the responsibility is what we are carrying out of nothing. So to shame the government, that's what yes.
So there's a funny statement here.
Yes.
Oh my God, what happened to Kunle? He slimmed down.
Yeah, I have to slim down because the pressure is on me. I have to slim down. And I'm fit. Nothing happened to me. I have to slim down. Yeah, I'm strong. Nevertheless, I purged for a while now, because food I eat I'm allergic to. Normally, I'm not supposed to be eating beans. So if I eat beans, I keep purging. So I'm intact. So if you want me to run 100 meters now, you can see me. I'm fit, right?
I know some of your esteemed viewers will still, or some of the lovers there, will still counter you on this beans marketing you just talked about.
Yes.
All right, let's move to today's business. The face-off between the federal government and Asari Dokubo is what we've been discussing, and I believe you have your own take on it.
Yeah, it's good. Like they ban Asari Dokubo from Asari.
so that it will not be that the presidency is sponsoring, Tolgray. The presidency is going out of way to bring non-state actor into the Hassel Rock. So I want that to be cleared. There shouldn't be any non-state actor in the presidential villa, because they will be looking at as if there's a mission they want to carry out. We know how vibrant Asari Dokubo was during the military, militant agitation there. We knew how vibrant Boylo was. We knew how vibrant Tompolo was. Although they were fighting for their rights, but you could see the kind of ammunitions that those guys possesses. So to me, it's just to stay clear Asoro, for him to stay clear Asoro, so that it will not be scaring people and people will not be turning the whole situation upside down. I know he loves Tinubu. I know he works for him. I know he's a full added supporter of Tinubu.
But does Tinubu love him?
Tinubu has really helped him, as he said, when he was incarcerated by Obasanjo then. It was Tinubu that helped his family, his wife. It was Tinubu that gave him a house, to stay. So anybody saying, if you don't know the other side of this man, this is what I'm telling you now. And nobody is perfect on earth. Nobody is perfect. When you are condemning people, how far are you? Are you God? That's one thing we should be putting in. When you know that your brother needs help, instead of condemning him, help the person, right? So that your way can be open. God can have mercy on you. Because you there yourself, are you upright? You are a sinner in front of God. God does not condemn you. That's my own principle. It's not like, say we are in church here. That's my own principle. Don't spoil people's image. Because the image was created by God. And you come online, you come on this thing and lamb. That's why some people face problem later. You won't know the source of their problem because of the atrocity they've committed. I deterred myself from doing that. Likewise, I correct myself anytime I want to go that deep, that route.
Now, let me quickly read the statements of some of the viewers here again. Now, Mr. Kunle, but last time you supported Asari Dokubo for coming to Aso Villa. Can we play the video now? Please, non-state actor have no business in government.
Yeah.
Well,
You can tolerate people, but you cannot tolerate excessivity of people. That's my point on that, right? I can tolerate you, but I will not tolerate your excessivity. Because when an handshake is going above the elbow, that means there's something that is coming up.
Especially when making certain statements on national TV.
On national TV. That means, the handshake is going above the elbow. So,
now, I don't know if you watched the video, one of his videos, where he talked about deploying his men to Niger to fight the junta there.
Yeah, if he's going to do that, I would have been happy if we can be engaged there. Yes. The juntas.
The ECOWAS.
No.
The Nigerian government are trying to settle.
No. There's nothing to settle because
in there.
The juntas. Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
There are some undercover faces that are backing the juntas. Likewise, are you aware that they are backing the juntas not to relent on their stands?
The Wagner group.
You may say the Wagner group. You may say the Russia, group. Because the intention is to turn Africa into battleground from the intention of the NATO's and I know there's backlash on that. I'm ready to receive any backlash. I have a thick skin, right? So there's an issue with NATO and America with Russia. So I think the battlefield, they want to bring the battlefield down to Africa now. And Niger, as it is, let me tell you, Niger has a lot to lose with what they are doing now. Because if you think you discard France, you want to embrace Russia with their problem already with Ukraine, would they really have that quantum of time for you to address your needs, except if they will just come around and exploit your uranium to build their ammunitions and go set it and take it back to the war zone where they are, because you cannot take any distraction, you cannot make any distraction or bring any distraction for Russia now, because that war battle they are fighting Ukraine, once they lose that battle, that's the end of power tussle from the Russia. That's the end of Russia, let me tell you. So they have more focus on that war. Why the Americans and the NATOs, all of them, they are birds of same feather, but I still prefer one than the other. Now I'll say,
Now back to Asari Dokubo.
Dokubo. If he wants to go to fight let him go. That is his wish.
Like indicting the president.
It's not indicting. Did the president send him? Is he going on behalf of Federal Republic of Nigeria?
That statement.
They are mercenaries.
That was the wrong statement.
They are mercenaries. They are mercenaries that fight war. They are mercenaries.
Don't you think so?
No.
That it should be cautioned for the kind of statement
What Asari did now,
okay,
can compare it with what some agitators have done. Right?
The likes of who?
The likes of Kanu Namdi, the likes of Igbo, what Asari is doing now. When the agitation was going on, didn't you see some of them carry arms? Did you see them carry arms? Nigeria has been porous with ammunitions. Nigerian citizens some of the Nigerian citizens have arms that are not legalized for them to use.
But you know, his statement could fuel more crisis.
Everybody know Asari likewise as a jester, right? So once you know that, anybody taking Asari issues serious, I mean, it's just fooling himself. And it shouldn't, I think we should just forget about Asari. You know, same as Asari said, he's coming for, the current governor, Fabura, in, River State. Are you aware of that? So when you start counting his, statements and taking it serious, but if he said he wants to go and fight the juntas, he has let him go. Is he going to take you along? Let him go. Busybody. Don't let them. Let's stay clear away from this guy's issue, please.
Okay, then before I call in Mr. Felix, let's quickly read out what Paul Obu Boko is saying here. Who no eats the purge? What do you have to defecate? What do you have to defecate? You're dying of hunger. I don't think Kule is dying of hunger.
Paul Obu, God has not made me poorer like that. And people like you, I pray that God will not punish you with that your mouth. Right? Keep saying it. As I am, I'm feeding 4 people, 4 family in the house. If you are not responsible, I'm responsible. And to God bear me witness, I feed 4 mouths. And if you say somebody is dying of hunger, it's your family at home, anywhere you are. You've never taken care of your family. You run go London, whether anywhere you are there, whether you are even on asylum, please stop saying all this derogatory words. So I don't know.
Is a man to watch on Facebook.
I know.
It's very controversial.
I know. I have to be controversial. So you don't need to say that.
You know, when they criticize you, you have to answer constructively. Yes. I can see the way he's talking. He's talking like the way PC talks. They talk. Someone has just giving you a proverb. Answer him constructively. Rather, you are insulting him.
I don't know what they are bed of
but that's an insult. That's an insult on Kule as well.
No.
I can see the kind of barbaric. I can see the kind of barbaric element this guy is.
Look at
we are touching but that's an insulting. That's an insulting. Is that how you address your people in your village?
Look at how Mr. Kule insulted his family.
Yeah. How did I insult?
Did you know what
He's feeding 4 people, right?
He's feeding 4 people that is you heard what he said.
Yes, I have to tell him.
No, listen. When we come in here, I
think this guy is just more economical with people. Some people, they should not come and buy stand there and criticizing people. Because they are fed of.
We are looking at Nigeria as a country.
So what does that relate to me? What does that relate to me? You people, you should know how you address people, especially you people from your side.
The way issues are being handled, that is the way he has handled, the way APC handles the issue.
what's the coloration between? Does this guy think well?
Look at what he's saying.
I think it's true now.
Look at what he's saying.
There are some
You look
things
at what
you're not
he's saying.
supposed to be saying.
Look at what you are saying. Look at what you are saying.
Openly.
Look at what you are saying. Look at what you are saying.
Well?
Look at.
Are you thinking well?
Read what that guy said.
Are you thinking well?
No. Ordinary as
You are better than
He's not
self-defense.
better than
everyone has to. Sorry, everyone has rights to different opinions.
Yes. I am not. Listen, it's too harsh for that person. It's
So the guy is not harsh.
It's too harsh.
It's too harsh. Look at this.
You look at what he's saying. You look at what he's saying. Look at it.
Let's leave this.
No, look at what he's saying. Look at what he's saying. Look at what in the dress we don't tolerate this rubbish.
Wow.
We don't tolerate this rubbish. We don't tolerate this rubbish.
You are not the worst.
Okay.
We don't tolerate this
You are
rubbish.
decorum. Where you come from?
All right.
Your governor now is misbehaving. Instead of you go and face your governor, you are here talking. Obaseki is misbehaving, fighting everybody all around. What's this man
I
up
don't
to?
want to join issue with.
When you get frustrated, you start pouring your frustration on this thing. When last you go to Edo? Go to Edo and settle your problem. You come here, when did this system favor you? You will not talk. When it's not favoring you, you start shouting, barking like a dog here.
All right, thank you so much.
Nonsense,
Thank you so much.
You don't know how to present yourself as
Thank you so much.
I am actually surprised. If some people, if the government of the day are giving some people money, we need to tell them that the people are not, they are giving them money.
Giving Kule money?
Yes, they are giving them money. They are giving them money.
You see all this?
They are giving them money. You are giving them money.
You are enjoying from the APC
He is
government?
enjoying from this APC government.
And you are not remembering us?
Bring your
He's enjoying from this APC government.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I thought to be corrected on this platform. I thought to be corrected on this platform.
There's a problem.
You understand? This guy is eating from APC government.
Look at this, my
He's eating from APC government.
I think that's a problem.
No. I have listened to him over there. He's telling, he's
He's collecting money from the APC government.
The way it's talking,
I don't understand.
The way I'm talking.
Felix has been saying
Who he alleges must prove.
You have sense now. You go school now. If I will sue you for defamation. I will sue you for that.
You say you don't collect that money. You say you don't collect that money. You say you're not collect that money. Let's go. Sue me, let's go. No, I will not accept it. When you come to this platform, no. When you come to this platform,
you have the right.
When you come to this platform, hold on. When you come to this platform,
I think
there is hunger in the land.
He's asking you.
The way he talks. The way he talks. The way he talks. The way you talk. Number one, the way you talk. The way you talk.
Does it mean he has no right to express his feelings?
He's expressing the negative aspect.
Does it mean Kule has no right to express his
This
view?
man, no. I'm
your supporters are fools.
No, you don't need to.
No, he talks anyhow.
Let's guide
He talks anyhow.
Sorry, please.
You can see what he's saying.
When you are frustrated from your house, you
Please,
manage from your
Who is frustrated?
Kule, please.
Who is frustrated?
Let's be guided.
Who is frustrated?
Kule.
Who is frustrated? No, hold on. Listen, who among you is frustrated?
I'm sorry.
Who is frustrated?
We don't need
Who is frustrated? Who is frustrated? Listen.
Felix, this is a program.
I don't listen. I need to earn my distance.
On today's
No. Who is frustrated? Who is frustrated?
God, Kule, please.
Who is frustrated?
Can you just move to that side? Sorry.
Who is frustrated?
Can you move to? Kule, please. I don't want to hear anything again, please.
Who is frustrated?
Please. Felix, what we've been discussing here.
Who is backing?
Asari backing.
You know he's a PDP fan. So he lost now. He's a PDP fan. He lost. So he
has collected money.
He's a we understand that. The rains are beating everybody. The rains are beating everybody.
I am sure
the rain is lucky. They are buying the money.
If Atiku was on the seat, Mr. Felix would be, he'll be smiling to the banks. But unfortunately for you, Atiku lost. And now Atiku has gone to the oblivion.
Are you smiling to the
complaining
back?
to you?
I think we should wait for
Is
the
it complaining
outcome
to you?
of
The tribunal.
Okay. Let's
Let's wait.
happen to you
Let's
now.
wait for the outcome of the judgment.
All you these propaganda
now, we're
people.
talking about Kule play.
No, he disrupted me. I'm going to disrupt him. Likewise.
Oh
He
my
disrupted
God.
me.
Oh my
He
God.
disrupted
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry on his behalf.
Why are you appealing
I'm
to
sorry.
him?
Let
I'm
him
sorry.
tender
Why are you
apology.
I'm sorry,
appealing?
Kule.
I will not. I will not turn the apology.
Okay, because of the viewers.
No, I will not turn the apology
Yes,
to
Oh
him.
my
yes,
God.
I will not turn the apology to him. The worst thing.
No, it's not collected money.
What the only thing I can do
This is a
now.
live program.
No,
That's
the
the
only
law
thing I will do is that
enforcement
I will walk
Is
out
it
of this
good
place.
for someone
I will walk out of this place because nobody is paying
I
me.
collected money from
Huh?
someone.
He's a
They bring
soluser. He's a
evidence.
soluser.
There's
I'm not a
law
soluser.
enforcement.
This is how PDP people will do. The
I am
PDP
not a
had
soluser.
evidence.
Okay.
I am not a
See,
soluser.
see,
Look at this.
This is how
see,
PDP
you want to
followers
keep
do.
interrupting him.
No. I will do that because of Flip.
Okay, all right.
And good viewers there.
Look at the
But
people.
for this,
The
for
good.
this ego,
No.
for this
See,
ego,
look at the word he's using. Not cultured.
Don't be annoyed. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Ah, man. Mr. Felix.
No. I'm not. I will not. I will not see. When you see people, see every one of us are feeling this inch. Every one of us are feeling it. I heard someone coming out to the public and painting the wrong information.
Now, has he painted anything?
Yes, he has painted a lot.
Wow.
He has painted a lot.
Now, moving down to what the president has told us, said that there won't be an increase.
The president does not have rights on the. It's the forex that is that determines the price. I have earlier said in when you interviewed me, until we get it right, let our refineries be working. Our refineries have not started working, and the dollar and everything, the forex is going high. When you go and import, you expect them. Wait for the next consignment. When the next consignment comes, you will discover that they will increase the fuel price. There is agitation. The agitation now is telling us that there's going to be increase in fuel price. Look at what they are saying.
But the president has said nothing like that will happen.
Bros, Mr. Kunle, those in authority, are they buying fuel? Are they buying electricity? They are not buying anything. All the burden is upon on the citizen, which is not supposed to be so. The reverse is the case here. Everybody is feeling the pain.
You're right.
Everybody is feeling the pain.
You're right.
And I want to tell people that whatever they are saying is that until we get it right, our refinery must start to be working. But refineries are not working. The fuel price is going to increase.
The president has promised that the Port Harcourt refinery will. No.
Can I tell you the
Let's be
truth?
hopeful.
Can I tell you the truth? They will still give us promise again. They will still give us promise.
I even thought Dangote refinery
Everything. Listen, sir. Everything. They have not finished Dangote refinery.
And why did he say to commence operation some months ago?
Have you seen anything? They keep on deceiving Nigerian citizens, deceiving them, deceiving a lot of people,
making us feel hopeful.
The same government, the same APC government, and you want me to. That's why I told you that the guy that just left now is collecting money from this government.
Do you think Atiku would have done better?
It is not a matter of doing better that matters. The very first day. Hold on.
Okay.
When we go to the market, they will not say because you are PDP, buy this. You are APC, buy this thing less. We all go to the same market. We buy the same products. The rent that is written APC is the same rent that is written PDP. There is no party affiliation. Regardless of anything. Everybody is being affected by what is happening now. And you see somebody supporting this government. What has this government done? From the beginning of this government, we have been facing one challenges or the other.
Is it not too young to criticize this administration?
My brother, it is better to criticize him now. APC has started ruling us. This is 8 years plus now. Nigeria has become more worse than ever before. Worst. Because you cannot see. Now he came, he said in New Hope, the poor can no longer breathe. There are challenges everywhere. Mr. Kunle, we tell ourselves the truth, we cannot move forward. I am not the type. Listen, I am not the type that will come in here and be begging people to give me money. I am not the type. I earn legitimate money, and I know what it is. The pains, everything. There are pains. And someone come in here and be telling rubbish. Tell me one good thing this government has done. Education, they have increased everything. House rent has gone high. Fuel has gone high. Everything, and everything has gone high. And you say I should be praising this government. For what? When you talk, they will say, what kind of rubbish is that? I stand to be corrected. This government has nothing to offer.
All right, thank you so much, Felix. Thank you so much. Now, Nee, let's move to you. Over to you, Nee, before we go.
You know why I'm happy, Mr. Michael?
Okay.
All the haters of this current regime are already being put to shame. Just yesterday, two directors in Akon, advertising agency of Nigeria, were sacked immediately. Why would you approve a banner that is so insightful? You're trying to incite people against, anytime they use the word all eyes on the judiciary, you know what I mean? All eyes on the judiciary to deliver a judgment in favor of Peter Obi. But today they are all put to shame. You see, this young electorate that joined this year election, it's so unfortunate how those elder obedient manipulated their mindsets. They turned them to zombies. Okay? Some people are cashing out big time from that movement. People like Aisha Yusuf. Okay? Even on this platform, some people cashed out. Some innocent, gullible diasporans sent money to some commentators.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the platform.
I can tell you for free that some commentators are praying that we should go back to the campaign season because they made a lot of money. But you see why they don't like me? Because we told them the reality. Let me tell you something. I have been reading some things about these countries that have been able to leapfrog into development under 2 decades. For example, it's like Singapore and China and all that. Those people don't practice our style of democracy. They have a situation whereby a leader can be on board for as long as 15, 20 years. All right? But what the obedient want is Nigeria should just change overnight. We have a very diverse and a dynamic democracy. APC can lose the next election. And whatever APC have on the pipeline will be what? Will be step aside. Then also, if it was Obi that won, is there any guarantee that Obi will win 2027? Maybe Obi did something a little bit good. Anybody that comes on board might decide to what? Put shit aside. Obasanjo had a very brilliant idea. He called it Vision 2020. What happened when Buhari came on board? Let me tell you, as at year 2020, January 1st, you know what I was doing? I was taking note that they will not, because in that Vision 2020, they said that as at 2020, Nigeria will no longer suffer 1 minute power shut down. But what happened? What happened? Listen. One of the reasons why I supported Asiwaju is because this is a man that has been able to institutionalize policies. There's one thing we call one-day governor. That thing is still in existence to today. So many other states have copied it. I know some people might have said what is operable or unspeakable. Okay? The all eyes on the judiciary is now trashed. Everybody would now take whatever the judiciary says. If you know that you have money to spend, go and print another banner. Okay? We will tear it down because it is not acceptable. Nobody should come and set this nation on fire because one person from one village in Anambra lost an election. And that's a message for those that it was, to whom it concerns. Now let us come back to the case of the day. We understand that Asari Dokubo has been banned, Abi?
Yeah, from entering Asari. That's what is on papers. And I felt somehow when I saw the story, though.
Why did you feel somehow?
No, I just felt could that have happened? Asari Dokubo and Tinubu, two friends, two pals, what must have triggered it? Of course, I read it, papers, the news that it was because of certain statements, they have made in the past.
Well,
Especially after his visit to the
listen,
president.
Asari Dokubo, whether we like it or not, is a major stakeholder in the Niger Delta region. And he commands a large number of troops, human heads. I think him and Topolo, if they are not, I think they should be a par. But Topolo is more of a man who is more, more counted. He is more, I think, is more conservative. Asari Dokubo is a talkative. So, and when you talk too much, you start speaking nonsense. And Asiwaju had to tell him that, come back to your right senses. He hasn't told him not to communicate with him. He can communicate with him over the phone. I mean, just yesterday we heard that the Secretary General of USA spoke with, Asiwaju, commending him on the sanctions. That Niger, as of today, Niger are suffering. They are already crying. That this sanction is becoming too much. I beg. They will start revolting against those military junta. Let's watch and see. Let's go back to Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo, Asiwaju only showed something. You know what Asiwaju showed? He showed that no matter how loyal to me, when you start misusing the opportunity, it simply means I can deal with you. I can cut your wings. And that is the kind of a president we need.
He's a disciplined president.
He's a disciplinarian. We saw how Aisha Yusuf keep denigrating people online. Keep saying all sorts of things. Obi does not have the balls to do that. Obi does not have the balls to caution some obedient who are preeminent people, elites, who keep saying all sorts of things. Obi cannot tell Yusuf Dati Ahmed that he should take back that statement, that insightful statement that he said that this country will come to an end if they swear a president that won the election legitimately. Obi would rather keep quiet. He would rather want to have your support, even if you are destroying this country. Wait now.
Continue what you're saying.
Do you understand? They sweep on my body. Wait now.
Hello, this is a live program. We can't just stop. Continue what you're saying, please. Continue what you're saying. Go on. All right. Right. Continue. Nee, please, can you continue? I'm sorry about that. Continue.
All right. You see, so that's the kind of a president we want. A president that is decisive. On the decisiveness he has taken regarding Niger, that must stand. Okay? The next thing we need now is a decisive and a final, command to the Nigerian military that anywhere they find people clustering together in the bushes, in that desert, they should bomb them down. Whether civilian dead or not, they need to release a press that all civilians that are living in those remote areas leave that place and go to the urban cities. Because there's what we call quarantine. When US military when they want to attack an area, they will announce it that all people who are not related to the bandits leave that location. We give you so hours of time. Otherwise, after that period of time, we are bombing that place. Nigerians, I don't understand. You know that this place is insecure. Okay? You have to leave that place so that the Nigerian army will be able to do their full operation there. Okay? I'm so sad. Yesterday, that's why I did not speak, because I was so sad that we lost over 20 gallant soldiers. Honestly. I have seen the video whereby the Dogo Gida, it was a Dogo Gida, the bandits, that actually shot down the plane. So unfortunate. So because we are taking this guy with kid arms, this is a war. This thing is a war, and we must treat it as a war.
They're still claiming responsibility.
So we must bring clarity. I'm telling you, we must bring clarity to that war. What we need is more of area firepower. What could they rain down the stones of fire on their head? And release a statement that every Nigerian, as long as they are not part of the bandit, leave those remote areas. Go back into the cities.
All right, thank you so much, Nigi.
You're welcome.
Because of our time, we just need to go. And I pray you come earlier next time. Thank you so much. We need to go because of our time. We need to go. All right, let me just give you just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. So what do you have to say concerning what we've been saying or what we'll be discussing? You've been behind the camera, so you should know what we are discussing. Right.
So my sincere expression regarding Nigerian project, everybody sees the same. Everybody sees the same. The government is an illegitimate government. That's the reason they are enjoying. They are not enjoying the support of Nigerians. If you look at the whole if you look at the program, the man started from the wrong footing, surrounded by the rabble rousers and the wrong advisors. How can somebody just wake up from bed in a tickle of an eye, telling Nigerians that he has removed fuel subsidy, and the price goes beyond an average human being rich? It's unimaginable. That is one. Then the man is suffering from salinity. The man is old, is too old to govern this country. We have younger elements in Yoruba land. People like Dr. Kayode Fayemi. We have people like Professor Yemi Osibanjo. We have people like Senator Ibukunle Amosu, who are viral and charismatic leaders who can put things in place. But you want to say Emiloko syndrome, it can't work. This is not Lagos. Nigeria is not Lagos. You can't just come and impose yourself on Nigerians. It can't work. Look at the whole country now. The country is in shambles. Nothing is working. The poor are suffering. Even the rich are even begging before they could feed. So the middle class men and the businessmen who are employing now, they are even differentiating and they are sacking people from job because they don't have the money to pay their workers. Look at the whole Glasgow climate. They left Nigeria 2 weeks ago. It's because of what? It's because of the bad shape of economy. Tinubu should please quit that place. We need a vibrant, a young Nigeria, devoid of ethnic and religious background. We don't even need somebody who could say because, yes, because how can somebody just wake up one morning and say because Nigeria should be holding Buhari responsible for all these wars we are going through now because it was the one person that handed it. And because when I check all these credentials, Tinubu possesses nothing, no democratic credentials and values to acclaim these seats. So forget about him. Nothing is working under him. He's going to fail, and he will fail woefully. I've been telling Nigerians. He will fail woefully, and this is the last chance of the Yoruba man to become president. And by the time Yorubas will wake up from slumber, they would have known what has betide them. Because how can you just wake up? Look at the number of ministers he has. 48 ministers appointed so far. What for? And you are talking about probability and accountability with government. Eh?
Thank you so much
Tinubu
for your
is-
time. I think you once granted an interview here that went viral.
Yeah.
You are back in 2020 or
So
something like
20, yeah.
that. The former Minister of Aviation,
Aviation.
Fani Kayode, posted.
Yeah.
Have you seen Fani Kayode since then?
I've never seen him.
But you went viral seriously back then.
Let me give you my number.
Thanks for your contribution. Please, after the program, thank you so much. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, I have David Daniel. That's the videographer doing the magic there. All right, the viewers across the globe, also appreciate you for always keeping in touch with us. Don't forget to join our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. Flip TV Plus, our sister channel. You can also watch the program Bystanders on our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. Our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, all other handles are there. You can also join me at Michael Timotaya Adekunle on all social media handles. Michael Timotaya Adekunle. Keep supporting Flip TV. Keep watching Flip TV and Bystanders at News Ends. Your number one newspaper review program. Please don't stop watching it. Bye for now. Until tomorrow.